What they are about to do to turn the country to a large construction site for housing units.
President Tinubu kicks off affordable mass housing with launch of 3,112 units in Abuja. NLC and 2UC issues 14-day notice of nationwide strike over what they term unmet agreements by federal government.
Deploying both military and diplomatic resources to ensure that the safety and security of all Nigerians.
Also coming up tonight, Speaker Tajuddin Abbas urges Nigerians to be patient to reap the fruits of ongoing economic reform policies of the Tinubu administration. Hello and welcome to Nta Network News. I am Jummai Yusuf. Michael Olale will be joining us later tonight from Lagos, and Benny Adams is standing by here in our Abuja studio with some business news. And Badi Adele is also set with some of the latest news from the ongoing AFCON in Côte d'Ivoire. Remember, you can watch this broadcast live via our website nta.ng/live and also on our other social media handles displayed on your screen. We begin tonight with a presidential directive to the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security to immediately release about 42,000 metric tons of grains from the National Reserve to cushion the effect of current food shortage in the country. This was part of the outcome of the second emergency meeting of the Presidential Committee on Food Intervention held at the State House this Thursday evening. State House correspondent Musbah Wahab reports that the meeting chaired by the Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, resolved to take action on various measures categorized into short, medium and long term to ensure food security in the country. Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, who briefed the media after the meeting, disclosed that the government is equally demanding the release of product by the Rice Millers Association from their storage.
The Federal Minister of Agriculture and Food Security has been directed to release about 42,000 metric tons of maize, millet and other commodities, gari and other commodities as in their strategic reserve, so that these items will be made available to Nigerians, 42,000 metric tons immediately. The second one is that we have held meetings with the Rice Millers Association of Nigeria, those who are responsible for producing this rice, and we have asked them to open up their stores. They've told us that they can guarantee about 60,000 metric tons of rice. This will be made available, and we know that that is enough to take Nigeria, in the next couple of weeks, 1 month, 6 weeks, perhaps up to 2 months, 60,000 metric tons. They've agreed that they will make that available to Nigerians to bring it out to the market so that food will be made available. Now, the whole idea of this is to crash the cost of these food items. And these are measures that will happen immediately.
While planning to invest massively in agriculture, the government says it intends to take a stern position against food hoarding.
Now, government, of course, is also looking at all those who are hoarding these commodities, because actually these commodities are available in the stores of many traders. Government is appealing to them that they should open up these stores, make these commodities available in the interest of our nation. There is no point when the whole country is looking for this food. You are locking up these products so that you make more money, and then Nigerians suffer. The government is also looking at the possibility of, if it becomes absolutely necessary, as an interim measure on the short run, to also import some of these commodities immediately, so that these commodities can be made available to Nigerians immediately within the next couple of weeks.
In the meantime, a statement from the Nigerian Petroleum Company Limited is assuring the public that there is no imminent increase in the cost of premium motor spirit, PMS, commonly known as petrol. NNPC Limited urges Nigerians to disregard what it calls unfounded rumors and assures that there are no plans for an upward review of petrol price. It advised motorists nationwide against engaging in panic buying as there is availability of petrol across the country. Another reassurance, and this one comes from President Bola Tinubu, who has again promised more positively impactful programs and projects that will leave Nigeria brighter and better off than he met it as president. He made the promise at the launching of the Renewed Hope Cities and Estate during the groundbreaking ceremony of the pilot housing project at Karasana in Abuja. State House correspondent Musbau Danwahab reports.
In the last 3 decades, housing needs continue to grow alongside the population of a country. Previous administration had come up with various schemes, yet the deficit steadily increased from 7 million in 1991 to about 28 million as of 2023. To effectively bridge the gap, about 21 trillion naira is said to be required. And now, the current administration is beaming new hope on the sector with the Renewed Hope Cities and Estates. Ambitious as it appears, the solution is already worked out in its Renewed Hope Action Plan, with the administration targeting to, in collaboration with other tiers of government and private sector, get even the poorest Nigerians climb onto the housing ladder. The project aims to deliver 100,000 housing units nationwide, with 20,000 planned for the FCT, beginning with these 3,112 units at Karasana.
Shelter is a necessity. It's a human right. And we're here just to do that. What they are about to do, to turn the country to a large construction site for housing units.
However, the president is quite sensitive to the current situation in the country, and in a seeming reaffirmation of commitments, President Tinubu remains resolute and positive that Nigeria is on its way to greater heights despite the current rough patches.
We stand the test of time and bring a glory of Nigeria brighter than we met it. We didn't say it will be Eldorado, smooth all the way through, but we are confident that this country will excel in all ramifications that is. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, being faithful and committed to the economic development and prosperity of every one of you.
And so, the president wants Nigerians to share the hope, show commitment, and be ready to make necessary contributions for the betterment of the country. In Abuja, Musbau Danwahab, Nta News.
Meanwhile, stakeholders in the housing sector are hoping policymakers can curb limitations impeding progress within the sector with political will and commitment. Francis Udojo tells us more.
One of the major achievements of this administration is the separation of the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development from that of Works. This is to give ample opportunity to the sector to deliver on its mandate of providing access and affordable housing to all Nigerians. The launch of the Renewed Hope Cities and Estates by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Abuja signaled a new dawn in the housing sector.
The funding for this project will come from a mix of sponsors, comprising the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development budgetary allocations, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, the estate development loan they are having, and the public-private partnership with retail developers. The
minister said government plans to build 100,000 cities and estates across the federation, as Karasana Housing Project serves as the pilot for 3,112 units out of the 20,000 housing units mapped out for the Federal Capital Territory.
What Nigerians should expect is they should begin to see new estates that are within the affordable range and with affordable mortgages to acquire them.
Having had the groundbreaking ceremony, it is expected that in the next 1 year, this project will be completed and Nigerians will smile with their keys in their hands. In Abuja, Francis Sudojo, NTA News.
Indeed, Francis, Nigerians will smile. And now let's bring in the Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Musa Dengiwa, to speak on the President's vision for affordable housing solutions in Nigeria. Honorable Minister, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure that even in your position as Minister, you still reflect on the Jacques Condé mass housing policy for the poor and the evolution of social housing in our system. Anyway, times have changed, but as we begin the phase of renewed hope cities and estates, how much impact do you envision this would make in bridging the housing deficit in Nigeria? And what do Nigerians need to know about the housing estate itself?
Well, in order to increase the supply of decent and affordable housing to Nigerians, that's why the current administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we created the Renewed Hope Estates and Cities. This is a program that is going to go around the whole country, whereby the cities will be developed, one in every geopolitical zone of the country, up to 1,000 houses in every of the 6 geopolitical zones of the country in the cities. The others are the estates. Renewed Hope Estate will be developed in the remaining 30 states of the country, whereby we intend to have a minimum of 500 affordable houses going across in every state capital. Currently, the government we have already gotten sites in over 12 states of the Federation, to which contract has already been awarded, and about to mobilize to site. Today being the launching of the Renewed Hope City and Estate by the President. He has launched this one in FCT Capital, and he has directed that we should go ahead as the Minister and the Minister of State to do the groundbreaking in the remaining 12 states that have been awarded already. This is part of the supplementary budget of 2023. The 2024 budget is about to take off, and we are still preparing the contract documents for that, for the other states that are going to have. So it's a kind of a program that will bring in affordable housing in terms of the estates in the state of the Federation, whereby 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms are going to be constructed in an organic manner, in such a way that even if you can't afford the 2 bedroom, you can buy the 1 bedroom, and incrementally you can convert it into a 2 bedrooms. This is the concept that we are now developing, and it has taken off nationwide. As you quite well know, that housing is an area where it can create jobs opportunities for Nigerians, and it can bring economic prosperity for the nation. The contract has been awarded and contractors are already on site.
Yes, we heard that it will create 500,000 jobs, and we had an initiative like this, that's the rent to own, and it's not catching up as it should. But despite the increase of the NHF loan from 15 million to 50 million, many Nigerians still battle with accessing and financing mortgages for property owners in Nigeria. Even as MD of FBN, these issues were known to you and government's good intention. Nonetheless, they continue to constitute a clog in the wheel of progress. Now, what is the way forward? What are the options open to prospective owners of these estates?
Well, there are many options. First of all, for the construction, for the houses that are being constructed, the options are there that either if you have the money, you buy off plan, or you go into the mortgage, to which the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria is ready to provide a concessionary 6% rate, 6% interest rate for a maximum of 30 years, or even the rent-to-own, which you have just said. The rent-to-own doesn't have to go through other payment of equities and the processes of going through the primary mortgage banks and others, but it's a matter of being processed, and then you get the keys. You pay either monthly or quarterly or even annually. The other option for Nigerians who could not even afford to go into the rent-to-own is the issue of individual construction loan, where you have a title land, you can make your own design based on your capacity or based on your income, and then the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria is there to provide you that same concessional rate, interest rate, to build your house at your own affordability, and then within your own phase.
So if you say they can build according to the affordability, I can see from the pictures that is on the screen now, the buildings are sort of identical. Do you need to build identical buildings, you know, is that part of the scheme itself?
Well, these ones you are seeing are the ones we are going to build in the cities. These are the high-rise buildings, whereby you have block of flats, the terraces, the duplexes, and the semi-detached duplexes. The ones who are going to build the other 30 states of the Federation, which are the renewed hope estates, bungalows, as he said, that are organic, that one bedroom can go into a two bedroom. They are on the same size of land, the one bedroom, two bedroom, and three bedroom, that you can easily convert it from one bedroom up to a three bedroom within the same land size that you are having. So the design doesn't have to be the same, but there are two concepts, the renewed hope cities and the renewed hope estates. That's what we intend to have.
So who oversees the scheme now?
Well, the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, as you quite well know, that has been separated from the Ministry of Works and Housing, has capacities in terms of they have state controllers nationwide in every state of the Federation. And in every state of the Federation, that controller has other professionals in the built environment that are there to supervise and ensure quality construction and supervision to the specifications.
Well, it's good news to the ears of Nigerians, as President Tinubu says. Every Nigerian deserves to have access to shelter. Sure. I'm sure Nigerians are looking forward to owning their own homes wherever they are. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister, for coming on the program. It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
We'll go on a break now. When we return, more on Network News. Don't go away.
Hello, my bro. Man, the rain is so heavy here. And there's so much traffic. I think we should postpone, huh?
Not a chance. Aisha.
We don't quit, guys. I'll be there.
Done.
2 files received.
I'm on my way. Take first right in 50 meters and you're there.
Copy that. Aisha, where are you?
Guess where?
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Move. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Runway X.
The future of fashion showcasing.
Very impressive. How did you pull that off?
With Nigeria's top tech talents.
And Glow.
Power your relentless ambition with ultra-high-speed data. Glow with pride.
It's time for First Bank's Win Big promo. 170 million naira up for grabs. Open or reactivate your First Bank account. Deposit and maintain a minimum of 5,000 naira for just 30 days. And the soft life begins. Transact up to 5 times on our digital channels. And guess what? You could be a lucky 100,000 naira winner each month. But wait, there's more. Deposit and maintain 50,000 naira each month for 4 months, or deposit 200,000 naira for 4 months, and you could stand a chance to win a whooping 1 million naira in the grand finale.
Don't miss your chance to win big with First Bank. This promo runs till February 23rd, 2024 and is open to new and existing account holders. Terms and conditions apply. Keep transacting. Keep winning. You first. First Bank.
The management and staff of Federal University of Lafia, Lafia, invites all graduates and the public to the combined 6th, 7th and 8th convocation ceremony and investiture of its Chancellor, His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Abubakar Isa Ahmadu, CFR FFPM, the Emir of Mubi Adamawa State, which is scheduled to hold as from Sunday 4th to Saturday 10th February 2024. Convocation lecture title, Drug Menace, Health, Economics, and the transit status of Nigeria in the global narcotics trade. Speaker, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa, retired, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. Special guest of honor, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Chief host, Engineer Abdullahi A. Sule, the Executive Governor of Nasarawa State. Royal Father of the Day, His Royal Highness, Retired Justice Sidi Bage Muhammad I, Emir of Lafia and Chairman, Nasarawa State Council of Chiefs. Announcer, Abubakar Ibrahim, Head, Directorate of Information and Public Relations.
Peak, now in exciting new packs for a nutritious breakfast. Looks good outside, tastes good inside. Peak, reach for your peak.
Introducing the YouTube buffet plan from MTN that gives you an all-you-can-eat experience. Now you can enjoy over 10 hours of Nollywood movies, web series, and comedy skits on YouTube. Dial *312*800# to activate the YouTube buffet plan from MTN. YouTube, made for you.
New Nivea Dry Deodorant. With 72-hour reliable odor protection from Dual Effect formula. For a dry and fresh skin feeling. Feel dry, fresh, and confident every day.
Hi. You don't know when you have bacteria breath. And bacteria may be the cause of it. Don't let bacteria breath get all the attention. Use Close-Up with antibacterial zinc. Close-Up helps get rid of bacteria breath.
The new Happic sachets. It has a thick formula, so all you need is just one sachet for your toilet bowl. It gives 10 times better cleaning and big savings too.
Wow, Helen!
Sparkling clean toilet with Happic sachet.
Thanks for rejoining us. The federal government is engaging in a $1 billion deal with the Green Imperative project that will boost agricultural production in Nigeria and ensure food security. State House correspondent Abdulrahman Jibrila reports that this is coming after a meeting between Nigerian and Brazilian government officials bordering on some of the latest agricultural technology.
Great opportunity provided to Nigeria by the Brazilian government to access the largest agricultural project called the Green Imperative is to overcome challenges in accessing technology to integrate global network to boost productivity.
So we're essentially trying to revive the process, especially in the light of the food crisis that is affecting the nation. This is the largest food production project in the world. It's almost $1 billion. The local assembly of mechanization implements, distribution to almost all 704 local governments, where you have resource centers that will work on a commercial basis. It's not free to really impact on all aspects of agriculture within the short and medium term.
Apart from the service centers in all the local governments, they are also going to have regional centers to be the foundation of supply to those local governments. So we believe that this will transform the agricultural space.
Making farming a dignified venture for Nigerian farmers, the project is providing a triangular cooperation initiative with long-term goals for food security.
We want to cooperate, and we think that one of the most strategic areas where we can cooperate is in agriculture. We have long experience in developing agriculture. We want to share this with Nigeria. We think it's important. And this project, Green Imperative, is one major step in building this new moment of cooperation between both countries.
We are planning to have assembling a plant and to bring the parts and to take advantage in other parts in the Nigerian market to assemble the components here. This is some special technology that we will bring to the Green Imperative project.
With more than 80% of Nigerian farmers being smallholder, the implementation of the Green Imperative project is expected to give them access to high-quality farm inputs for maximum productivity. From the State House, Abraham Jibrila, NTA News.
And from the legislature, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, is urging Nigerians to be patient to reap the fruits of deliberate economic policies and investment on the nation's security architecture by the Tinubu administration. Addressing a special press conference on the state of the nation at the National Assembly, the Speaker advocates synergy among the three arms of government towards achieving the security and welfare of all Nigerians. National Assembly correspondent Nta Network tells us more.
Thank you very much.
It is uncommon for the Speaker of the House of Representatives to address a press conference on national issues outside plenary.
And we're sure
Speaker Abbas says this became imperative to express solidarity with Nigerians on security challenges in parts of the country.
to those affected by the scourge of insecurity, I want you to know that your government hears you loud and clear. We are taking decisive steps to address the root causes of this menace, deploying both military and diplomatic resources to ensure that the safety and security of all Nigerians. It is a complex challenge, one that requires patience and a time to resolve. The time has come for us to demand greater transparency from our security agencies and full accountability for all the funds spent and earmarked for spending in the sector.
Emphasizing the nexus between food security and national security, the Speaker says Parliament will provide legislative support for government policies to tackle food shortages.
In addition to promoting security so that farmers can feel safe to return to their farms, the House will support import and export policies that stabilize food prices and ensure adequate supply of essential food items at affordable rates.
Acknowledging that socio-economic challenges test the will of Nigerians, the Speaker urges citizens to refrain from resorting to slander against government officials and institutions, but engage in constructive dialogue. Earlier during plenary, the House passed a resolution asking the federal government to put on hold any proposed plan to recall the heads of chancery from Nigeria's foreign missions abroad.
To recall all Nigerians head of chanceries at this time, Nigeria has no ambassadors. Having earlier withdrew all ambassadors on her foreign missions will give credence to the dangerous assertions of a political instability back home that will be hazardous to Nigerian diplomatic relationship with other countries.
The House mandated its Committee on Foreign Affairs to liaise with the Minister of Foreign Affairs with a view to resolving all issues in respect of Nigeria's foreign missions and report back to the House for further legislative action. From the National Assembly, Nta Network, Nta News.
The Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria have issued an ultimatum to the federal government for the implementation of the 16-point agreement reached with the organized labour on October 2nd, 2023. A statement signed by the leadership of the unions urges the federal government to honour its part of the understanding within 14 days from tomorrow, 9th February 2024. The organized labour expresses concern that despite the passage of time, the majority of the crucial agreements remain unmet. The agreements reached with the federal government were focused on addressing the general socio-economic hardship in the country occasioned by the hike in the price of PMS and the devaluation of the naira. And on security, the Nigeria Police Force says it remains resolute in working to address the security threats facing the nation. Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun stated this at the Strategic Police Managers Conference in Abuja. Francis Form reports.
It is the first strategic management conference of the force for year 2024, and the conference is to, among other issues, assess the prevalent state of the nation's internal security challenges and review the policing strategies in alignment with the fundamental tenets of modern policing mantra. IGP Kayode Egbetokun reminded the strategic managers of their roles in safeguarding lives and property.
It is incumbent upon us to lead by example and leave no room for the negative elements in our midst to thrive. And we are actively working to address the security threats facing our nation. By fostering stronger partnerships with communities, leveraging intelligence-led approaches, and enhancing our operational capabilities, we are dedicated to confronting these challenges head-on.
IGP Egbetokun also read out some of the successes recorded by the force in combating all forms of crimes across the country.
The Nigerian police force arrested 814 suspects for their participation in various crimes, rescued 107 kidnapped victims, and recovered 106 various firearms, 1,074 ammunition, and 41 vehicles.
He further reminded the senior officers that they will not be assessed by a long list of achievements, the number of arrests made, or the volume of weapons recovered from criminals, but efforts in resolving problems and restoring peace to troubled communities in their areas of responsibility. Francis from Nta News.
Time now to join Michael in our Lagos studio for more on Nta Network News. Hello, Michael.
Hello, Jumai. Good to see you. A book which captures how Nigerians, irrespective of the personality, can collectively build a prosperous nation that everyone is proud of, titled Nigerian Public Discourse, authored by the former Minister of Works and Housing Babatunde Raji Fashola SAN, has been presented to the public. Dana Jale, who attended the presentation in Lagos, reports that the book was officially unveiled by President Bola Tinubu.
From the imperative of data analysis in policy formulation, and is the Nigeria Constitution the fundamental problem, to governance and responsibility of the citizens, the 218-page book with 16 chapters covers many areas of realities in contemporary Nigeria society.
Fashola has written a thoughtful, analytical and profound book seeking to correct hyperboles, disconstruct myths, and destroy fictions around public policy in Nigeria.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, represented by the Chief of Staff, commended the writer's dexterity in bringing to fore the subject matters highlighted, while noting obligation is more significant to ensure that engaging with each other springs from a shared agreement.
He has approached the subject with an abundance of scholarly rigor, bringing his considerable intellect, wealth of experience, and passionate patriotism to a critical subject matter that has been too long ignored.
So how do we fix that thing that is remaining? So that we need to start conceptualizing issues and not be emotive about it.
Author of the book, Nigerian Public Discourse, Babatunde Fashola SAN, described the book as a literary adventure aimed at reframing national discourse away from misconceived narrative and data brandishing in order to engender national growth and development.
Nigeria is ranked on the list of nations where books are published. And this author is very delighted to have made a contribution to that global data. So accurate data will help us determine how many we are, what amount of water we need, what quantity of food.
The book also contains other crucial issues such as housing deficit, reconstructing for a better life. In Lagos, Diana Ajale, Nta News.
For a mega city like Lagos, urban planning and conformity with building regulations are major ways of maintaining standard for ease of access in emergency situation. Experts say many high-rise buildings in Lagos are not safety compliant. Joe Bobola in this report examines the implications of this and how to foster reoccurrence of the recent fire incident at Mandelas in Lagos Island.
Every city has a development template or master plan guiding the construction of houses, including where and what can be constructed in a particular area. With growing population, increasing housing demands, coupled with the need for makeshift structures for small businesses, illegal structures have become a festering sore. Experts say one of the major prerequisites for approval of any high-rise building is safety to guarantee quick emergency response.
Multi-story structures are a bit peculiar in the sense that there are lots of requirements expected of them to be met. And this will continuously ensure that those standards are met in terms of having necessary firefighting devices in place.
We have instances where development precedes planning. For instance, in Lagos, there are many development plans, but the one for micro plans that will indicate where exactly you can build and what you can build and we don't have many of that.
With the sad narrative of the Mandela's fire, where emergency responders could not easily assess the site of the incident, government is determined to change this unwanted narrative. Many houses in Lagos lack relevant approval, while many approved for residential have been converted to other purposes not suitable for the area.
What was built completely different from what was approved. So what do you say of that? So we should all try to keep by the laws. If we say you should have setback, the setback are for purpose. They are for the comfort of that building.
Provision of social amenities and development of other towns, experts say, will reduce the clumsy nature of the city center, but more importantly, stakeholders emphasize need for enforcement. In Lagos, Joel Ukbola, Nta News.
That is it from here. The news continues with Jumai shortly after this break. Do stay.
A good farmer is a craftsman of the highest order. It is said, great farmer, great nation. No farmer, no nation. Yes, let's set the ball rolling to build that great Nigeria where good food is in abundance, affordable and easily accessible. The Renewed Hope Initiative, RHI, an initiative of the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, is aligning with the vision and aspiration of the administration of President Bola Tinubu, GCFR, and is organizing the Every Home a Garden competition. The competition is under the scope of agriculture of the Renewed Hope Initiative. For the competition, women are encouraged to immediately plant a garden at home, such that the harvest can provide adequate food on their table and enough to give their neighbor. This competition is open to only women. She must be a first-time farmer. The garden must be in her home, and it is open to women in every state of the Federation and the FCT. Interested participants should do a 30-second video and a picture of the garden, which indicates its location, to the office of the First Ladies of their various states. The winner of this competition will be announced in December 2024, and the winner of the competition goes home with 20 million naira. Women, join the train. Be part of the food revolution in Nigeria. What are you waiting for? Let's get to work. This message is by the Renewed Hope Initiative, RHI, an initiative of the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON.
Each moment is a gift. So, I choose the best in every aspect of my life. Life is beautiful. The times we spend together. My happy place. Your dream furniture, all in LifeMate. LifeMate. Your LifeMate forever.
Big day ahead.
The new Happic sachets. It has a thick formula, so all you need is just one sachet for your toilet bowl. It gives 10 times better cleaning and big savings too.
Wow, Helen!
Sparkling clean toilet with Happic sachet.
Wherever you are in the world, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's there for the taking! It's in the back of the net!
AFCON 2023. Watch all 52 matches live on Star Times.
Hi.
You don't know when you have bacteria breath, and bacteria may be the cause of it. Don't let bacteria breath get all the attention. Use Close-Up with antibacterial zinc. Close-Up helps get rid of bacteria breath.
What happened to snacking? Delicious is being denied
munchings become mindless. To that we say, not on our watch. Messy munches play dirty. Busy biters take a moment and intensify it. Cause when snacking is under attack, we'll be there to fight back. Snack in the name of play.
You're welcome back. With the distribution of critical medical equipment to 15 selected health institutions across the country by the National Lottery Trust Fund, hope appears to be in sight towards addressing medical tourism in the country. Minister of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs, Zephania Dasalo, says the initiative is also in line with the renewed hope agenda of the President administration. Nta Network reports.
The National Lottery Trust Fund is mandated by law to spend 20% of the net proceeds from lottery and gaming to provide services for the well-being of Nigerians. The agency, in fulfillment of this mandate, is paying attention to the needs of healthcare institutions across the country by providing equipment to improve the quality of healthcare accessible to citizens.
This approach is in tandem with our vision of promoting socially inclusive projects among all Nigerians in a balanced, transparent, and cost-effective way.
The benefiting health institutions expressed gratitude to the federal government and pledged judicious utilization of the medical equipment.
Most of this equipment being given to us today, we don't have it in our facility, and in that community, we don't have it.
Since the insurgency that happened some few years ago that got our 2 functional ambulances destroyed, we are happy to have another ambulance now.
In agreement with other stakeholders, the Supervising Ministry, Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs expressed optimism that the initiative will be impactful in addressing issues in the healthcare sector.
We urge all the beneficiaries to maintain this equipment so that others will be given to another communities.
The Federal Ministry of...
In a message, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, reassured Nigerians of federal government's commitment to providing adequate health care for all citizens. The National Lottery Trust Fund has also programmed activities to carry out its next intervention in the educational sector. Kenneth Nanim, NTA News.
And for the latest in the world of business, let's join Benny Adams. Hello, Benny.
Thank you, Jumai, and welcome to business. Amid rising costs of commodities in the marketplace, the federal government, through the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, is employing a legal instrument to ensuring that customers get value for their money. To this end, the Weights and Measures Unit of the Ministry is seeking legislation to allow it bite rather than back.
The first priority of this administration is to reform the economy to deliver sustainable and inclusive growth.
Our challenge is not just to keep pace with change, but to stay ahead of it and then to be the architects of a legal metrology framework that not only meets the current needs, but also anticipates any future challenges.
The Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, NATI, and the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms have agreed to collaborate on deployment of reliable data, public disclosure to support ongoing governance and institutional reforms and public finance management. Rising from an elaborate meeting in Abuja, the Executive Secretary of NATI, Dr. Oji Ogbonnaya Oji, and the Chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, Taiwo Oyedele, have agreed to work towards improving Nigeria's macroeconomic environment. This is as the committee is also looking at oil and gas, which is the core area of focus by NATI, as well as non-oil resources like the solid minerals sector, which NATI accepts to support in areas of information and data. NATI's Director of Communications, Obiagili Onora, says the collaboration will prioritize initiatives aimed at enhancing transparency, accountability, and integrity in management of Nigeria's extractive resources through promotion and facilitation of participatory and inclusive dialogue. And now taking a look at the markets, investors lost 480.78 billion naira as the all-share index depreciated by 0.8%, continuing a negative trend. The all-share index closed at 101,227.42 basis points, with market capitalization also recording a loss of 480.7 billion naira. The total volume traded advanced by 39.91% to close at 438.38 million, valued at 7.17 billion naira, and traded in 10,957 deals. Univenture was the most traded stock by volume with 42.7 million units traded, while Zenith Bank was the most traded stock by value with 1.12 billion units traded. At the close of trading, the market recorded 6 gainers, 51 losers, and 61 units remained unchanged. That is business news. Network news continues, but after this break, do stay with us.
What happened to snacking? Delicious is being denied. Munchins become mindless.
To that we say, not on our watch. Messy munches play dirty. Busy biters take a moment and intensify it. Cause when snacking is on the attack, we'll be there to fight back. Snack in the name of play.
The new Happic sachets. It has a thick formula, so all you need is just one sachet for your toilet bowl. It gives 10 times better cleaning and big savings too.
Wow, Helen!
Sparkling clean toilet with Happic sachet.
The wait is over for the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations is here live on AfroSport. Don't miss out on the amazing action, 52 live matches, Super Eagles updates and more. AfroSport has got you covered. Stay connected on social media for exclusive content, challenges, games, and live fan interactions. Your voice matters and Fans Connect is your chance to be part of the game. Join the countdown, set your reminders and immerse yourself in the excitement. AFCON 2023, where Africa's passion for football comes alive. Yes, it's so painful. Like and follow on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at fansconnect.club. Also continue the conversation on www.fansconnect.club. AFCON 2023 is live on AfroSport. Free sport lives here.
Attention, it starts from the foundation. Everybody needs somebody. You turn a blind eye and care nothing less. Say it's just business, all about the money. You are so unbothered as long as they pay. Say it's just business, all about the money. You know they're on a fast lane, but you've got business to run. So you look away the other way.
It concerns you. It a kill law, it a kill dreams. It a land people for jail. War against drug abuse.
Oh yeah, GoTV, they step up your entertainment. And it no go cost you any extra money.
This is incredibly exciting.
Now like this, we go run am. Upgrade your GoTV package and you go fit watch better shows for the next higher package.
It's only up from here.
So, if you do on top GoTV Ginger, pay for Jolly, make you and your family fit enjoy correct entertainment. We go carry you go Max. If na GoTV Jolly you dey, pay for Max and we go carry you go Super sharp. Make you for fit flex with all the kind shows where you like. E never finish oh. If you dey GoTV Max, you gats pay for Super and we go carry you go the next level wey be GoTV Super Plus, where you fit watch all the Premier League matches. If you be sabi person, no dull. Follow those wey sabi enjoy Premier League, FA Cup, Oyibo film and series, plus boku African magic shows. GoTV, love it.
Thanks for joining us. The federal government has given the Abuja Electricity Distribution Company, AEDC, 2 weeks to fix faulty electricity infrastructure or face sanctions. Chief Electrical Inspector of the Federation, Aliu Tukul Tahir, gave the ultimatum while monitoring electricity networks in Abuja. Joshua Ojitu reports.
There are reported cases of inferno attributed to faulty electrical installations. Nigerian Electricity Management Services NEMSA says safety of electricity consumers is key, and the monitoring exercise is to sanction defaulting distribution companies as well as sensitize residents. Faulty installations identified in parts of the FCT and reported to AEDC, but yet to be fixed after repeated calls. Also of concern is the faulty transmission line in Apo, which poses threat to lives of traders transacting under it, and NEMSA warns AEDC to act fast or face sanction.
If it is not done within these 2 weeks, then an enforcement order is going to be issued to the utility company, which is the Abuja Electricity Distribution Company. An enforcement order means that they have committed an offense and they are liable for prosecution. I'm worried in the sense that there should be investment in the networks to ensure that all these defects across the networks are effectively corrected and new networks are constructed in line with standards and regulations.
The monitoring exercise will be extended to other parts of the country. Joshua Ojito, NTA News.
The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, has resolved to scale up dialogue with the 3 member states, Niger, Mali and Burkina Faso, that have expressed the intention to withdraw from the regional bloc. At the end of its extraordinary meeting, the Mediation and Security Council says it will do all it can to keep the 3 members within its fold. Kevin Ehone reports.
The confidence of ECOWAS stems from the fact that its charter stipulates a period of 1 year to finalize withdrawal of membership. During that period, all steps taken so far will be reviewed and diplomatic engagement intensified because it believes that both parties have more to gain staying together.
ECOWAS maintains the path, the avenue of dialogue, of conciliation, of diplomacy. And that is what has further been reaffirmed here. And ECOWAS is quite cognizant of the fact that this intention of the 3 countries to exit ECOWAS would bring more hardship to the common citizens of those 3 countries.
For Senegal, the issue of sanctions has not been considered, but ECOWAS is concerned about the impact of the decision to postpone the presidential election on the citizens.
ECOWAS's sanctions are decided by heads of state, and normally when unconstitutional outcomes or unconstitutional activities are undertaken, that is when ECOWAS considers sanctions, or when member state of ECOWAS acts in a manner that contravenes ECOWAS's instruments, including protocols and treaties.
The resolutions from this meeting are to be presented to the authority of heads of states and government of the regional bloc. In Abuja, Kelvin Ewonwaye, NTA.
Still in the euphoria of Nigeria's win at AFCON, let's join Bade Adele for more. Hello, Bade.
Thank you, Jumai. Now, Minister of Sports Development, Joe Neno, has charged the Super Eagles to be more focused ahead of the final showdown with Cote d'Ivoire. This was after Nigeria sports administrators and officials, led by Nigeria Olympic Committee President Abu Gumel, came calling after Super Eagles qualified for the final for the first time in 11 years.
A few days ago, we got the Progressive Governors Forum to make some huge support to the players and to the team. I mean, today, tomorrow, we're going to continue. We're going to put a shout out to all Nigerians that love football and the country to come out and motivate these young people. We're going to write out letters and make personal calls and appeals. Don't leave it to government alone. Everybody has a stake. When the Angolan team played against Nigeria, if it was going based on how much they motivated, we could never have won. We can't take that chance anymore. So corporate organizations, the private sector, everyone, the bankers committee, people should stand up to be counted.
Super Eagles say they are putting celebrations on hold for the main goal of winning a fourth AFCON title on Sunday. Nigeria go toe-to-toe with Cote d'Ivoire in the final after a 1-0 victory over the host nation in the group stage. All right, let's let you know that Cote d'Ivoire coach, that's Emas Faye, insists the Elephants will keep hopes alive when they take on the Super Eagles. Faye, who replaced Jean-Louis Gasset after they finished third in Group A and managed to squeeze through into the round of 16, is optimistic that they can reignite the dreams of Ivorians to win a third AFCON title despite Nigeria being firm favourites. Only mind games, one would say. That's AFCON update, but let's let you know that Nigeria's The Tigers began their campaign to qualify for Paris 2024 Olympics with a 73 to 65 win over Senegal. They will next face USA. Let's now join Juma for the rest of the news.
Thank you, Badi. Vice President Kashim Shettima has condoled with the government and people of Yobe State over the passing away of first civilian governor of the state, Senator Bukar Abu Ibrahim, on arrival at the Muhammadu Buhari International Cargo Airport, Damaturu. The Vice President was received by Yobe State Governor Mai Malabuni. The Vice President was accompanied on the visit by the former Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Ambassador Babagana Kingibe, among other dignitaries. The death has been announced of Deaconess Jalolu Modupe Solisi. She died on the 27th of December, aged 71. Funeral arrangements include a Christian wake on Thursday, 8th of February 2024 at number 55 Obafemi Awolowo Road, Ikene, Remo, Ogun State. The funeral service is on Friday, February 9, 2024 at the family residence opposite Echo Center, Obafemi Awolowo Avenue, Ikene, Remo at 9 a.m. Interment service will follow immediately at 10 a.m. at the church burial ground. She is survived by her husband, children and grandchildren. And that's Network News for tonight. Thanks so much for your time. I am Jummai Yusuf.
Are you a tech enthusiast? Perhaps you want to know more about the devices and gadgets you use. Tech Mode will bridge that gap. Connect great minds while extraying everything about technology as it concerns you.
It is Tech Mode.
Tech Mode is unlocking your tomorrow today.
$52 games, 30 days, 24 teams, 12 former champions, 6 groups, 6 stadiums, 5 cities, 2 billion fans, 1 major trophy. The African Nations Cup is here. AfroSport TV brings you all the matches of AFCON 2023 exclusively on both terrestrial and pay TV platforms wherever you are across Nigeria, in conjunction with all our affiliate partner stations, as Cote d'Ivoire hosts their 34th edition of Africa's Showpiece Football Tournament from the 13th of January January to the 11th of February 2024. Enjoy the tricks, the frills, and the thrills, featuring some of the best footballers on the planet. Sadio Mane, Mo Salah, Victor Osimhen, Mohamed Kudus, Riyad Mahrez, Yassine Bono, and so many more will strut their staff on Africa's biggest stage. The African Nations Cup AFCON 2023 is exclusive to AfroSport TV across all broadcast platforms from the 13th of January 2024. You want to enjoy the action? Then this is the only ticket in town. Every minute, every match, every goal. You won't miss a thing live exclusive on AfroSport TV.
This is the network service of the NTA.
We will work diligently to make sure every Nigerian feels the impact of their government, the economic aspirations, and the material well-being of the poor, the most vulnerable, and the working people shall not be neglected. It is in this spirit that we are going to implement a new national living wage